So today I'm going to be explaining what are work samples. I'm going to be using this tutorial on the left-hand side of the screen, this presentation to guide the training. But really quickly, this will be a short video. Work samples are homework assignments that are turned in once a month for teachers to see. Okay, so it's going to be one work sample per class that they're enrolled in. So it's really important that these work samples get done because they are only once a month and one per subject. So there really is no excuses as to why a student cannot complete their work samples. And they're very, very important. Work samples can be any homework assignment as long as it was done within the same semester. For example, if an assignment was done in March, but it is now July and there are two different semesters, then the student cannot use that assignment. If it is within the current semester, the student just needs to make sure that they have repolished and just made sure that that assignment is really high quality before turning it in. On the right-hand side of my screen, I'm going to show you an example of work samples. The work samples are always going to be found in the student's teacher folder. Okay, so the teacher folder will be on the student Trello boards, but we can also find them in our Google Drive. If we use our Google Drive, we can just type in the student's name. So let's say we are looking for Ileana's teacher folder. We can just search Ileana's folder and it will pop up. These folders are shared with the teacher, their parent, and independent minds. If you click on the work sample folder, it's going to be organized by learning period, just so you can get an example of what it would look like. Here is an example of her history work sample. So right now, off the top of my head, I can see that this work sample could have been developed a little bit more, but this was early on in the semester. LP1 means that it was the first month of semester one. So maybe an exception was made here, but typically work samples will follow this checklist right over here on Trello. So if you click on Trello under LP check, you can see the checklist right over here. So if we were to be grading this work sample, we would have to make sure that it meets all of the requirements listed. But you have to make sure that it's the right subject. So for example, if we're grading this history assignment, we want to make sure we open up the history card under LP check on Trello. In this case, it's social studies. Her assignment would have to meet all of these checklist requirements right here. Okay, so those are work samples. Again, they are done once a month, and it's going to be one work sample per class that they are enrolled in, and it should be work done within the current semester. Okay, we don't expect students to create entirely new assignments for work samples. It should just be they're going back, looking at their work, and picking their most favorite and just refining it and making it high quality. That is all for work samples. I hope that wasn't too complicated. Please ask questions if you are still unclear or unsure about something.